Victor continues. 2 weeks later, he travels with William and Harlander to survey an old tower perched on a sea cliff. It is solid, isolated, and perfect for a grand experiment. Harlander promises to cover every expense. William is asked to help install equipment, including a device to draw lightning. With the site chosen and the resources secured, Victor agrees to the partnership. The next day, Victor begins his search for a test subject. He visits the prison where condemned men await execution, looking for a body strong and intact enough for his research. After securing one for his experiment, something unexpected catches his eye. Across the courtyard, he spots Elizabeth purchasing a book. Intrigued, he follows her to a small chapel and disguises himself as a priest, hoping to strike up a conversation, but it doesn't go well. Elizabeth quickly sees through the disguise and calls him out for being arrogant and manipulative. Although embarrassed, Victor refuses to give up. His persistence eventually wins her over, and he invites her to dinner. There, she opens up about her fascination with insects, creatures she sees as pure and perfect in their design. The tension between them softens as the night goes on, and Victor playfully convinces her to dance just to break the silence. Meanwhile, William works tirelessly on the laboratory, determined to help his brother's ambitious project succeed. Victor, however, uses that to his advantage, often sending William on long night shifts so he can spend more time alone with Elizabeth. Once the lab is complete, Victor throws himself into his greatest experiment, the creation of life. But his early attempts all fail. Frustration builds and the pressure grows heavier when Harlander reminds him that the war is nearing its end and funds are running out. One night, Elizabeth visits Victor's study. She admits her admiration for his accomplishments, unaware of how deeply he has fallen for her. Overwhelmed, Victor confesses his feelings, but she rejects him, remaining loyal to William. Anger and despair consume him. Later, as he sits in the dark, staring at his reflection, life, he realizes, does not depend on nerves alone, but also on the lymphatic system. Victor connects the wires of his experiment directly to the lymph nodes of his creation. Electricity surges through the body, and for the first time, the experiment works. Days later, after the war ends, Victor and Harlander collect fallen soldiers from the battlefield. From those lifeless bodies, Victor carefully selects and assembles the strongest parts, crafting what he believes will be the perfect man. Harlander documents every step, fascinated as Victor's creation finally takes form. That night, a storm rolls in. Victor prepares the body in the center of the tower, waiting for lightning to strike and deliver life. But before the experiment begins, he visits Harlander and makes a shocking discovery. Harlander is gravely ill, suffering from severe skin disease and syphilis. It becomes clear why he has been so obsessed with Victor's research. He hopes it might save him. Desperate, Harlander begs Victor to use part of his body in the creation, but Victor refuses. He fears the disease could corrupt what he has built.